guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Sierra, and this video is going to be about A House with Good Bones by T. Kingfisher. This is my first T. Kingfisher book. I do want to read What Moves the Dead. I'm interested in that. But since this is my first one, this one I have over on my Kindle, because I was like, I'm gonna try to read like my books on my Kindle. I'm gonna try to just focus on Libby, and so I ended up reading this one because I had it. I got it from one of the sales that Amazon had. I think it was like the 99-cent sale or something like that, whatever. And it was okay. I know my face when I say okay. You're like, oh, are you all right? It was an okay story. It follows Samantha, who ends up going back to her home in North Carolina, and her mom isn't the same. Her mom isn't acting the way that she used to. And here's my thing. Samantha, she is like kind of like a bug enthusiast. It's like her job. And there's a lot of talk about bugs on the show. And I don't understand. I'm not on the show, in the book, and I don't know why, because it's not relevant to the story at all. To me, it's not relevant to the story at all of talking about the bug. She's like, oh, I wonder what species this is. I'm like, I felt like it was gearing up to be a certain thing, and it wasn't. And the talk about the bugs and what she is trying to like look up, like the crows are always by the house too, like all these different things that were added at the beginning, it felt very unnecessary to me. So I didn't like how that was there, and then we get to the end. The twist was kind of interesting. I was curious. It's just the setup didn't equate to that, and so it made it very like, well, what the hell is going on here? And so I couldn't really deeply connect to the story. And then towards the end, that's when it got even more interesting with the other aspect of this twist and things that was going on. And so it made me like, it made me like the rest of the book better than the beginning. Like, that's where everything just like really amped up and was like very like weird, interesting, intricate. And then the beginning was very dull. Like, and not even like dull in the sense of like, you know how at the beginning of the movie they just give you like the plot, the characters, maybe like a little spooky moment or whatever. It wasn't even like that. It was very much just like, it didn't go with the book to me. It felt like that would have been a whole different story. Like, it felt very separate. It kind of, the beginning of the story kind of reminded me of what's the name of that damn book? It was like something Hollow. I forgot the name of the damn book. But it was like, in that book, it was about like these girls who had disappeared and came back, and they were completely different, and it was like weird stuff going on with them. That book was really good. It reminded me of that. That's what the beginning of A House with Good Bones reminded me of. The rest of it was actually interesting. I'm just saying. But I'm not gonna say like it was a terrible book. It was an okay book. It's just like, it was just a mismatch for me. I feel like if it just had like a different beginning, like if it just like took away some of those like pesky talk about bugs and shit, I feel like it would have been a little bit more interesting and a little bit more like succinct, you know, it would have matched better. But overall, it was a pretty good book. I like it. I like it enough to talk about it, okay? That's all that matters. Samantha's family, weird. Really, really weird. Yeah. And then the situation between her brother and his wife and the mom, I said, ooh, yeah, that's complicated. Sorry. And then there was like some allusion to like a romance going on. I was like, that's not needed. Shut up. Like, I feel like romance isn't always needed. Even just like a love interest isn't always needed in a story. I'm like, why? Unnecessary. Get off the page. This is pointless. Like, I just feel like for some stories it's just not necessary. But overall, it was a good book. I recommend it if you are really into like weird shit like that. If you don't mind the beginning, cool. If you read the book, comment below what you thought about it. I'd love to just discuss with you a little bit, you know. We can do spoilers in the comments, I don't care. But I just didn't want to cover spoilers in the actual video in case if anybody really wanted to watch the video or was just intrigued about the book. I feel like there aren't any like major themes that come up for me, because usually for a lot of books that I read, major themes come up for me, like grief, loss, reputation, or maybe like certain discussions that need to be had. I feel like nothing really comes up for me when it comes to this book, because there were some aspects of racism, but at the same time there were other parts of it where I'm like, was that even important? So it's like very confusing to me on what aspects were important, what things weren't important, like what things were pertaining to actually be part of the story, and which things were just like haphazardly thrown in. So yeah, it felt like just like a little bit muddled, you know. But yeah, that's all I have for this video. If you like this video, be sure to like it. I'll catch you guys on the flippity flop, and until next time, stay magical. Bye. Mwah.